Hi and welcome to Little Hatchlings Art Lessons. I'm Sarah Hatch. I'm an artist and a mom of 5 children. This is my second oldest, and he and I are going to be drawing a bald eagle in front of an American flag.
The reason why we're doing this is because Memorial Day is on Monday. Why we celebrate Memorial Day is because of all the people who have died fighting in war. So
we remember them on that day, huh? That's why it's Memorial Day. We remember. So we wanted to do a patriotic themed drawing. But if you want to just draw the bald eagle, because it's a really cool bald eagle, then we're going to do that tutorial first, and then the flag will follow. So that way you have both options.
Because the bald eagle is awesome.
It totally is awesome. All right, well, let's get started. Well, first we're going to start with pencil because it's a little bit harder to do, and so we want to make sure that we can erase if we need to. And then we're going to go back over it with an ultra fine point Sharpie. So let's kind of block it out first. So the front wing is the farthest forward. Okay, so one of the wings comes even farther forward than the head. So you want to make that marking right there. I would go even a little bit more further.
All right, so now remember, when you're blocking in stuff for a drawing and it's not going to have the pencil there later, you definitely want to draw lightly and don't push too hard with that pencil. So we're going to draw it in with Sharpie after, and you want to just block in where the wings go. So just follow my basic shapes. Don't worry about details too much. We're just trying to get the shape of the eagle's wings in first so that we can fit it all in. If you need to pause it to get caught up or to start over because maybe you drew it a little bit too close to the edge and you drew too dark, don't worry about it, because this is a harder drawing than normal, and the eagle's wings are kind of, I don't know, it's just a little bit hard to get the proportions right. And so don't feel bad if you don't get it on your first try. Just have a good time drawing and blocking it in right now, and we'll do the details later.
So anyway, the beak comes right to about here, the edge, because like here's the edge of that wing, and you go in a little bit. So there's the beak. And here's the top of the head. And it kind of looks like this is too far forward. And so I'm going to move that back a little bit.
Does mine look too far forward?
Because it needs to have room. Okay, so this needs to come down like that.
Same exact thing.
Okay, so the head fits in between the edge of the white part of the bald eagle's head fits in between the 2 wings, and then the back goes like that, and then this angles forward. And then the beak is down here. And the bottom of the eagle is right here. And it goes back. And the leg makes this shape.
Look at its beak.
Nice. Okay. So you see both legs, and they look kind of like this. So I'm just quickly blocking in how that looks. So we've got one talon here, one here, one here. Okay, so now that we've blocked it in, we're gonna go through and do our lines with Sharpie.
Weird.
All right, so we make this curve. Then it kind of comes to a point up there. And then it angles back and makes this curve. And then each wing has kind of, it kind of comes to a point, the feather. So like that one's shorter and then these ones come out further. And I think we're going for 6 wings. And these last two come in a little bit. And then this last one tapers down. And then it goes up. Nice. All right, so let's finish those wings. So from here, we're gonna do 2 more feathers like that. And then like little ruffly feathers over here. And then some more ruffly feathers. Okay. So now bring the feather back and then widen it. And then you do the same thing for these ones. You widen it and then you bring it back.
Moving.
What's wrong?
My paper is just moving a lot.
Oh. Mm. Okay, so we've finished that part of the wing. You can like put little markings in it if you want, but it is gonna be colored dark, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now you do this back. And then we're doing the top part of this other wing, bringing it over, and then hooking over and around, and then this comes down. Okay, so now the top of the head, you do these little feathers back here, and then angle down. And then we've got the beak right here. You make that curved shape. And then bring the beak down and back up. And then this part's gonna go into it. And it kind of creates this shape around it. Then there's a little nostril in there.
Mine's sort of happy.
Oh, good, because mine looks kind of angry. Okay, we've got this diagonal line down. And then the feathers. Nice. And then we've got the eye right here. So you draw one little dot. And then you can draw this swoop around it. And then draw a circle around that eye. And then some little markings. Okay. Now the belly. Is a curved line like that. You need to have two hands out. That's why your paper keeps moving. Okay, and then a diagonal line down. And then another one forward. And that reaches the top of the foot. And so it has 3 talons. And they kind of have like a rectangular shape actually. And then big black talons coming out of the bottom. Okay, and then come up here, and it's kind of like ruffly. Is it? If you don't want to do the ruffles, it's just a diagonal line that way, and then that way. Okay, now we've got this leg, same thing, just some feathers back there, and then down, back up. And then this foot is shaped differently. It goes only where 2 talons show. And then the eagle is standing on this rocky ledge. Nice. Can you draw the rocky ledge? Okay, so now we can draw this line and then 3 long ruffly feathers. Okay, and then come back here and do some ruffles that follow a curve. Back up there, and then we're gonna make an angle down into the tail, and then ruffly feathers at the back, and then bring it back in, and then one more line right there, and then just a little bit more plumage right there.
Enough plumage.
Okay, and I want to do one more marking for plumage here, and that is good. Okay, so now we're going to grab our pencils again, and we're going to draw the American flag. So the flag is going to go off either end. So you want the blue part to go kind of like this. All right, can you draw yours in? Okay, so we're gonna have some curves going on in the upper part of the flag. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, and then have it come off the page. We'll have to see where the bottom is once we get the stripes in there. So each stripe, so we're gonna do, don't draw too hard. Hold it off to the side. Okay, so we're gonna do 7 red and 6 white, which equals 13, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we need to plan them out here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the bottom of my flag, right here. Which means this comes back here and around. It has a little marking up and then over. So like that. And then. There you go. Okay, so now we're gonna do 13 stripe. Maybe I should have started from up here. 1,
13.
All right, so I've got to cut mine off up here.
Look what I did. I finished.
Good job. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do you know what the 13 stripe stands for?
The 13 colonies.
Yep. And the red goes on the top and the bottom.
What you doing now?
Drawing these stripes.
How many are there?
I think 5.
I did 6.
Okay. Well, you'll want 1. You'll only want 5 because you need red on the bottom and red right under the blue. That's the best way to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did 6 too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to erase that line.
And I need to fix these 2 lines.
Okay, so now that our Sharpie's dry enough, let's erase inside of our eagle.
All right, now that you are done with erasing inside the eagle, you can draw your Sharpie on the lines within the flag. And just make sure you've planned out your pencil lines correctly so that when it comes time to color it in, that you're able to color it in correctly, thinking about where the red and white lines are supposed to go. And don't throw away your paper if you end up doing it wrong. Just do the best you can and just have a good time. Oh, and the stars. If you don't want to take the time to do stars, you can just fill it in blue. But the stars, just do the smallest stars you can. You don't have to do all 50. It's totally up to you. He's doing the simple star that crosses over, and I'm trying to do a star that doesn't cross over.
Not really here.
Yeah. So for our eagles, we're both gonna color ours different ways. Oh wait, we gotta erase first. Here, I'll let you erase first so you can get done.
Erase.
You're just gonna color over the marker.
Yeah, fine.
All right, so I am using watercolor pencils and watercolors, and he is using Azure markers. And I really like the red that his came out with. It's really cool. When you use watercolor pencils, if you get it wet and then go over it with the pencil, it makes a really dark mark, and that kind of is cool for the textures of the wings. And mine took a lot longer with watercolors. He was done way before me. I let mine dry for a little bit, and then I came back and I did the flag behind it afterwards. All right, so here were our finished watercolor or marker pieces, and then I took mine onto my iPad and I fixed it up a little bit for you guys to be able to look off and color from.
Goodbye.
Well, great job, buddy. And we hope you guys had so much fun drawing your bald eagle with us. And we'd love to see how yours turned out. Tag me at Sarah Hatch Art Studio and show me the picture of your bald eagle in front of the American flag. I'd love to see it. So yeah, that's at Sarah Hatch Art Studio on Instagram.
Goodbye.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss our future videos, and we'll see you later. Now you can say goodbye.
Goodbye.